friends, today we're going to make some raw vegan sushi. It's actually really easy to make and it's one of our favorite things to have for supper. So let's start with a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. We're going to make sushi marinade with some orange juice, and we're going to use a little bit of this beet to make it a little bit pink, the way we like our ginger. So we'll chop this up and juice our tangelo, add that to the marinade. And we'll use a little bit of this beet just to give it that traditional pink ginger color. Now we prep our ginger and you just scrape off the skin. You can grate off the skin, it doesn't really matter how you do this. Then you slice your ginger thin. Now at this time I didn't have a mandolin, but I highly suggest that you get a mandolin for these because you can slice them extra thin. However, a knife works just fine. Then you want to put your ginger in the marinade, stir that up, and let it sit in the fridge for at least a couple hours, if not overnight. Then for our sushi sauce, we are going to use coconut aminos, and we'll put about a tablespoon or so in our dipping dish, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. It's going to be a tart soy sauce type of flavor, and you don't need this, but we really enjoy dipping our sushi in this little dipping sauce. Time for the sushi. So we're going to use cauliflower instead of rice. So we're just going to get that into our Vitamix, along with a pinch of salt, probably 1/8 of a teaspoon, and some agave nectar. You could probably definitely use dates instead of agave nectar. This was what I had, and we're going to use it so that it sticks a little bit easier. Blend it up, and don't forget to use the tamper to make sure that you get everything down and everything is chopped nice and looking like rice. Here we go, and just scoop it out into a bowl. There we go. Ready for our sushi. Grab a nori sheet, grab an untoasted one, here's your rice, and we have some cashew cheese that I have from the night before. I will put a link to a recipe in the description, and the vegetables that we're going to use inside. So we're going to use the cashew cheese to help the cauliflower stick to our nori sheet. Just spread that on there, and we will add our cauliflower. I really like using a sushi spoon because it helps to pat everything down really nice. Make sure that you have at least 1.5 inches up the top so that when you roll it, it doesn't all squish at the end. Add some vegetables. You can add whatever you want. I'm going to add kale, some garlic shoots, and red pepper. You could use avocado or cucumber or anything. I like to wet the edge with a little bit of our sauce, so it's a little stickier at the end once we roll it, and roll it up. Takes a little practice, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. Now make sure that the end is nice and tight on there. Make sure it's all sealed. Roll it over, and we can chop it up. Make sure you have a really sharp knife, and take your time chopping this because you don't want the nori to get all funny. There's our inside. Just chop your pieces and add them to your pretty plate with your ginger. You're always going to have some pieces at the end that don't really turn out. I just munch on those while I'm making this. It never has to be perfect, but there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please subscribe to my channel and like the video if you like it. I hope that you guys get to make some of this amazing, delicious raw vegan sushi at some point. And until the next video, fruit on!